All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 50 set. Watch 50 outlaw. 52's the mic. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Ready up. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Get along. Rest.
Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Watch switch, watch switch, watch switch. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We call that.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Got it. 51's the mic. Watch the run. Double tight, guys, double tight. You got three down. Alert flare, flare.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Redskins.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long putt. It's going to be a long. Let it go.
Jacobs now. call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike 56. Mike 56. Tighten up. Tighten up. Pull it together. 56.
From the gun, Bryant. And that is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Fighting through it, he's got space. A big run there by Johnson, and even 50 yards on the ground. And the elder statesman with a big run. He's hit that dreaded 3-0. He still can churn it.
I love the way you treat him with respect.
Respect.
Elder statesman. You didn't just call him an old guy or anything like that.
I call you an elder statesman.
I love the way he can still play. Talk about running it with savvy now.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Set, hut, 1590. He can't hang. Rotate, sit down. Wide, get wide.
3rd down, here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Complete to Terry McLaurin.
Eat.
First
I'm
and
coming after
goal
you.
at the 6-yard
I'm coming
line.
after you. Hey, run it. Hunt, 64. Wait, check 26.
Geis, they'll try to run it. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
That's the way.
They'll run it with Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. We're scoreless after 1. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Jim. Hopper. 52.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. He's got it. They're able to hold them to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Off the play fake, Bryant. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Johnson on the counter. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They run the counter. It's Johnson, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And it's taken in at the 9. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Off play action. Bryant, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And Ingram hauls it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
You don't know no better.
Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Hey, let's get that ball, D.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
To throw again, Bryant. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch.
Hot 7, hot 7. Let it go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bryant. And he will find his man on the outside. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Set, ready. Go to base. 51's the mic. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Set up. Switch gears. Ready.
On 1st down, Bryant. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the kick by Rosas is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we've reached halftime at a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Not today, you won't. Not today. Kill, 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 kill. Kill, 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 kill.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Let's get it. Let's go now. Mike, 70 ending. Time to go, night, night.
Watch it. Watch tight. Tight is right. 4 down, 4 down. Check, check.
Good. What? Hey, let's calm down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bryant. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
22, Jet, Bomber. 22, Jet,
51,
Bomber.
51's the
Hayward. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hut. Mike, 51. Mike, 6.
Throwing on 1st down. Bryant.
We own them.
Wide open receiver complete. 23 yards, the final tally. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Mike 51. Mike 51. You can't block. Echo. Block me. Set go.
Right here, guys.
On 1st and 10, Bryant. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
On 3rd and 2, Bryant. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
First down, Giants.
56 is the mic.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Shit.
Ready.
from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Third down.
Got it, 56, Mike, 56. Focus, defense, focus. SOS, 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 SOS.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 25 yards out. Rosa's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. Now, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
At the 26-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Haskins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Check.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Set, go. Choose the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Get it roll. West. Check 3.
Geis. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They run with Geis. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Check hot route. Hot.
And some space here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Sua Craven's up to make the stop.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bryant, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They run it with Jacobs. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Bryant, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Where'd he go?
You think you gonna get this?
Mike 56. Mike 56. Where'd he go? Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Bryant. Throwing right, and that's complete. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
All day, defense, all day. All day. Switch.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Go.
At the Redskins 17-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Throw left side complete. It's Love. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he connects with Ertz. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Now Haskins on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10 now, Haskins. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Check 24, check 24. Kill, kill, kill. 80 weapon. Bang, 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 bang. Let it go.
Now Thompson. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's pulled in at the 32. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Bandit, bandit.
He'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Haskins now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Britt's got it, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now it's Haskins. It's complete to Britt. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you've got to get up there and spike it.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game.